Hello and welcome to this episode of Creating with Howcraft. My name is Denise Yesbach-Moore with howcraftcollection.com. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create my mystic bracelet. The tools and supplies you will need to create this bracelet are crimping pliers, wire cutters, chain nose pliers. You will need beading wire, 49 strand. This is Beadalon 0.46 millimeter. Right here it shows you what size crimp tube or bead you will use. We will be using size 2 crimp tubes. You will need 4 millimeter jump rings, 6 millimeter jump rings, a lobster clasp. Today we will be using French wire, but you can also use a wire guardian. The beads and components featured today are yellow dyed agate stone heishe rondelles, 3 by 6.5 millimeters. We have these light amber faceted AB finish glass beads. This is a druzy connector. Today we will be using a mother of pearl connector. A charm, this one is a little snake. The one I picked out for today has more colorful rhinestones. A complete list of the jewelry making supplies and beads along with printable PDF instructions can be found on howcraftcollection.com. Search Mystic Bracelet. We are going to start off by cutting an 11-inch length of 0.46 millimeter beading wire. I just strung my size 2 crimp tube and a little length of French wire onto the beading wire. We are now going to pass our wire back through the crimp and bring it up. Grabbing our crimping pliers, we're going to the second hole. And we're making sure that's in there. And then see how I pulled that down? And then we're going to press. We're going to flip it over and you can see it created a groove. Make sure your wires are laying side by side and that they're not crossed. If they're crossed, it can cause the bracelet to break. Now I'm going to come back in and I'm going to this first groove right here. And I'm placing it and I'm pushing it down. And you can see that the crimp has folded and it's nice and secure. I just strung 4 of my heishe beads onto the strand. And now we're going to cut off this little wire. You always want to make sure it goes back through some of the other wire. On the other side, it adds strength. So I'm just going to trim off that little end. I just strung this pattern of the little bicone bead and the heishe bead, and you want to repeat this 13 times. This bracelet does fit a 6.5-inch wrist, so if your wrist is smaller, subtract some of these beads. If your wrist is bigger, add a few. I just added the last bicone bead and 4 of the heishe beads. I just added my crimp bead, size 2, and my French wire. And now we're going to grab our connector and bring that connector down. And I'm just kind of moving it out a little bit. And we're going to pass the wire back through those 4 beads. So it looks something like this. So I'm going to move it down and I'm making sure that the beads down here are tight. And I'm doing this very slowly. And I'm going to check it, bring it down, check it a little bit more, and bring it down. Grabbing our crimping pliers, we're going to the second hole, and I'm pushing that down. And you can see how it made the little groove. And then we're going to come to the first hole, push that down, and you can see right there the crimp has folded over onto itself. Now I'm going to come back in with my wire cutters and very carefully you want to trim off that little end. Grabbing a 4mm jump ring. This is how you open and close the jump ring. We're going to open that jump ring. Attaching my lobster clasp, coming back in to the end of the bracelet, and we are going to close the jump ring. Moving over to the other side, we're going to open our jump ring, grab the 6mm jump ring, attach to the end of the bracelet, and close the jump ring. I just grab my little snake charm, coming over to the 6mm jump ring, and we are going to close that jump ring. And there you have it, how to create my mystic bracelet. If you are watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe at Howcraft USA. Follow us on Instagram at Howcraft Collection Beads. Be sure to visit howcraftcollection.com for more inspirational DIY projects and for all your jewelry making needs. New beads are added weekly, and each week howcraftcollection.com features an amazing new sale. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.